Did the old prophets actually meet angels on top of mountains? Or were they highly intelligent beings from a galaxy far, far away? Today, we're taking a look at 3 well-known sightings of UFOs. Because let's face it, we're not alone, and the evidence is everywhere.
A shocking translation of ancient Sumerian cuneiform tablets tells the story of the Anunnaki, who are ancient, highly intelligent beings that are said to have colonized the Earth and created the human race for their own interests. Want to know more? Let's dive into the video. The term Anunnaki initially meant the sky people. Archaeological evidence explains that the Anunnaki are portrayed to have been the givers of civilization to mankind. According to the ancient archaeological Sumerian inscriptions, they were described as having shiny eyes and an unearthly aura. The Anunnaki were ancient gods within the Mesopotamian pantheon. Ancient astronaut theorists believe that the Earth has been visited by highly intelligent beings for thousands of years, especially during the era of the ancient Sumerian kings. Zecharia Sitchin, a researcher and author, studied the Sumerian cuneiform tablets in 1976 and published a book called The 12 Planets. Sitchin's work highlighted that the Anunnaki were indeed refugees from another planet. According to Sitchin's interpretation of the tablets, the Anunnaki created humankind. Sitchin's research identifies the possibility that the Anunnaki arrived on this planet and created us in their image and likeness. In fact, there's a likelihood that they infused us with the same idea to explore the universe beyond Earth. Sumerian manuscripts say that there is a planet called Nibiru, which is the home of the Anunnaki. The Anunnaki's planet experienced harsh climate changes that made it difficult to produce food, thus limiting its chances for survival. The Anunnaki had to use magic and alchemy to mitigate climatic challenges. To reverse their situation, the Anunnaki needed a lot of gold for its purifying properties and capacity to resist extreme conditions such as cosmic radiation. Since gold was rare in Nibiru, they sent their spacecrafts to explore space in search of gold. The Sumerian manuscripts imply that they arrived on planet Earth 400,000 years ago and were the first people to cross space and colonize another planet. The planet Earth was colonized by wild animals such as saber-toothed tigers, apes, and mammoths. The Anunnaki settled in Mesopotamia and built a wonderful city called Eridu. The city had a garden full of fruit trees and animals. The story of the Anunnaki is almost similar to the creation story of the Bible, but with more vivid descriptions. The garden created by the Anunnaki was called Eden and was the first favorite spot of the astronaut gods. The Anunnaki began the gold extraction process, whereby they imposed forced labor on another alien race called the Igigi. The Igigi rebelled against the Anunnaki after years of hard labor and humiliation. The Igigi and Anunnaki unleashed the first Earth's Great War, and the Igigi were eventually defeated. However, the Anunnaki had to create another race of intelligent beings that were less powerful but still intelligent enough to work. The Anunnaki combined their DNA with that of human beings and created a hybrid of a submissive race. The Sumerian texts imply that the first experiment did not work very well, as it led to the creation of NEPHILIM giants, who, though physically strong, lacked intelligence. The first successful creation was called Adamu and was much smaller than the Anunnaki. The Anunnaki were incredibly tall and capable of controlling any possible rebellion using their sophisticated weapons. Humans developed speech over time and learned to build houses using mud. The Anunnaki loved humans so much that they let them live in their own cities, as long as they did not reproduce too much. However, humans went against what the Sumerian gods wanted and reproduced rapidly, which made the Anunnaki condemn them to live in exile. After a few millennia, Anunnaki's planet Nibiru approached the Earth again. Nibiru's gravitational field was so strong that it caused adverse effects on the Earth, such as global warming. The Earth experienced constant rain and rising sea levels, causing a great flood that caused the great city of Eridu to submerge. The Anunnaki created large boats that floated above the water levels to save their creation. After their city was destroyed, the Anunnaki decided to travel back to Nibiru, although they left humans with the knowledge of mathematics, writing, architecture, and music. The Anunnaki also taught their leaders monarchy systems so that they could stay in power until the day that they would return. The Anunnaki also taught people how to create temples known as ZIGGURATS, aligned with constellations that would one day guide the Anunnaki back to Earth. The cult of the Anunnaki contains information that was too advanced for the time in which it was written, thus creating a mystery around the existence of the knowledge. According to Makikov and Sherbak, The human genome has been manipulated at some point by aliens to give people intelligence. Extraterrestrials, therefore, managed to program humans, which by extension makes us organic robots. As shocking as it is to imagine being an organic robot, we are doing the same thing by using artificial intelligence to program our own robots. Ancient astronaut theories prove that we are indeed robots by pointing out our self-regulation tendencies, such as communication, learning, adaptation, cognition, emergence, and efficiency. It could be possible that we are programming artificially intelligent robotic beings to continue the agenda that was started long ago by extraterrestrial civilizations. Additionally, it is quite evident that the story of the Anunnaki endorses the creation theory, although in a different manner. For religion to survive the test of time that it has, there must have been some truth that validates their faith, and the story of the Anunnaki is quite accurate in theorizing human existence. The story of the Anunnaki genetically engineering the modern human being makes sense because people could not have learned things such as mathematics, architecture, music, and science all by themselves. The proof of extraterrestrial visits to Earth sometime in the past may have been discovered inside our DNA. Could it be that the creation story in the Bible is a snippet of the Sumerian knowledge passed down generations and distorted over time? Archaeological studies are making wide strides to connect science to religion, and it appears the Sumerian manuscripts may have the truth that provokes new perspectives. Make sure to comment below on what your thoughts are, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to tune in next week.